Well, I'm not sure why Millennia is back to being a bat again, but it's time to move on and find what we need on the continent of Hero. Something that's never really going to come up, because honestly, you're almost never going to see me use any traps that aren't just straight up as many bombs as I can carry, is that when you're choosing what traps to bring with you, the last one you select is the first one you'll use. It's just something minor you need to keep track of, otherwise you can screw yourself out of a decent level from it. Also, much like the Wandering Jellery in Evil Lord 30, you can find Night Swords lying around random levels in random places. Every tree in this stage is a monster. Every single one. You so much as touch one of those trees, and you are going to pinball between so many of them that they all wake up and wreck your shit, at which point it's easier to just restart the whole stage. There is a long, winding path along the west you could take if you don't play like I do and just bring as many bombs as humanly possible, but it's pretty dangerous, as the path between the trees can get fairly tight. Thankfully, if you're the resourceful type, all you have to do is throw bombs at everything standing in your way, and the path to the sanctuary is clear. This stage, there's two ways to tackle it. The easiest way is to, as usual, load up on bombs. The goal here is to destroy every single bell possible. There's a lot, but it's very doable. This is a pretty all-or-nothing approach. Don't destroy every last bell, and a noise monster will eventually find its way to another one to ring. If you haven't leveled up bombs at this point, or you're just tired of getting caught in their blast radius, you can instead just go for the monsters themselves. A bit risky because there's always the slim chance they'll find their way around a wall, but it's efficient. All in all, this is a stage that looks intimidating, but is honestly very easy. a million sages and we have to protect every single one. At least I kinda wish I did. That'd be hilariously difficult. Unfortunately, no, all but one sage is a monster. It's pretty easy to tell which sage is our sage in two ways. First off, he's the only green blip on our minimap. Secondly, the flying musical notes from the Bedlam bells all fly towards him. Or there's the super secret third way of telling where he is, which is that he always starts this stage in the exact same spot, making finding him trivial at best. I am honestly not a fan of these massive, maze-like levels in Night 30. A maze would be fine if I didn't have a terrible sense of direction, but giant levels in general are just a pain. Trying to bring the sage anywhere either takes way too long or completely drains you of stamina. So you're gonna just want to dump him in a corner and set foot on your own. Because, you know, Sage can totally handle himself in a fight, and absolutely nothing bad can happen to him in a giant stage you might not be able to find your way around. Thankfully, the place I left him has almost nothing going on in it. Sure, there's a lizard nearby, but, well, you know how it is with monsters and walls. There are some sanctuary tiles in the very center of the stage, but they're so heavily guarded by giant snakes that it's not even remotely worth the effort in trying to get the sage in there. I like this stage way more than I probably should. It's pretty easy, but so stressful at the same time. These are the only enemies in the game you can outright kill in a single hit, but their sheer overwhelming numbers can turn the tide in an instant. You could try to use bombs in this stage, honestly they're a viable solution. I just prefer not to run the risk of accidentally catching Sage in the blast radius.